We have a wonderful celebrity who has recently won the Kids Cook-Off here in town, and she's going to be coming up here and helping me. Her name is Mallory. Can I have you come on up here, Mallory? How many of you guys saw Mallory's cake in the newspaper? Ah, look at that. Has anybody tried making it?
We have.
Oh, a few hands. Excellent. All right. Well, Mallory's going to help me with this really simple and easy, delicious Chex Mix dish. I'm going to let her go ahead and step forward. There's some gloves if you want to put those on, please. Got it? Right here. There you go. So Mallory is 11 and 3/4 years old. I think I'm going to start telling people I am 30 and some century years old kind of thing myself. Okay, so go ahead and step up here. This recipe calls for 1 whole box basically of the chocolate Chex cereal. Have you tried any of that yet? Why don't you go ahead and grab a piece and tell the people what you think. Pretty good? Does it taste like chocolate? Try a piece that has chocolate on it. There you go. Does it taste like chocolate? There you go. Good job. All right, so Chex cereal is now coming out with a whole bunch of different flavors. Everything from a cinnamon apple from a honey nut and to a chocolate. You can find all of those at the grocery store. But for this recipe, we're going to start off with some corn syrup. That's already down in there. Can you see that? We're going to add some of the brown sugar right there. Yep. Oops, careful. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. Just go ahead and let's just watch this. No foul, no harm. It's only cooking. There we go. We'll just put that right on top there. Add in the butter, please. Oh, thank you for telling me that. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and just microwave this in the microwave. From here, we're going to take this measuring cup and microwave it. And here we have some that's already been melted, and why don't you go ahead and give that a stir. And it's really important, just like we did with that monkey bread, that bun pan, you really want to get that butter all mixed together in with the brown sugar. So give it just a few minutes and stir it. Go nice and easy. There you go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add in some baking soda. Now baking soda is often added into a caramel sauce like this to give it a poof, to lighten it up. Keep stirring, keep stirring. And you don't want to add too much, otherwise your food, whatever you're making will have a little bit of a taste. And you really want that butter and stuff to be warm. Let's see here. I like to kind of start in the middle of my bowl and kind of keep pulling in all that butter towards the middle. It's really stuck down there on the bottom, huh? Okay, so that's pretty good. Why don't we go ahead and pour this on top of our Chex cereal. All of it if you can. That's pretty good. Good. And then very gently mix the cereal with the caramel sauce. Very gently. Okay. So this is a lot like making Rice Krispie treats. And let me tell you, there's no one in this room who's made more Rice Krispie treats than me. I think it was one of the few things my mom was always willing for me to experiment on. So, now why this is not all fully mixed, we're going to go ahead and microwave it, and that will also loosen up some more of that butter and the syrup. So I'm going to have you stop right there and have this be microwaved for about a minute. Thanks. And while she's microwaving that, we're going to do a really quick arts and crafting. So I wanted to make sure Mallory and others who come and help me with doing these recipes could take some home. So let me just show you how to make a cone so that you can take this home. I think you might find this helpful if you ever have girlfriends over. I'm going to have you step back 1 second. Step back. Okay, So I got some scrapbook paper from Walmart. Do you guys have Joann's here? Michael? Okay. Last place I kept saying Walmart, they thought I was doing a personal plug for them. So I got all kinds of different types of scrapbooking paper. And which one would you like to use? The plaid? This one? Oh, excellent. Go ahead and take that. And simply all we're going to do is make a cone. So we'll just kind of keep one side a little bit bigger. Just like that. And I'm just, so everybody can see, I'm just putting a piece of tape along the edge there. See here. Perfect. Maybe when we're turning around, we'll see one more place. Maybe up here. There we go. So that's a cone shape there, and we're going to go ahead and put some of our stuff inside. And what's nice is then we can fold this down, and it can close up and be a nice little way to give away treats or any snacks that you make for people. Okay? Also, if you really want to do it right, I think personally you should make one of the clowns. But of course I didn't do any clown. I made mine to be a chef clown. In your magazine, I think it shows like the pattern for a clown. If you go onto the Taste of Home website, you can get all the directions. Clowns kind of scare me. I have issues with clowns. So I decided to make mine with chef. I just made it like with a little hat, a toque hat, a scarf, and then of course I made his buttons and everything. Now speaking of a hat for a chef, they're called a toque, and they're actually taller. They're designed to be really tall, and the reason is that the chefs wanted to distinguish themselves from the Pope, and so it's actually taller than a Pope's hat. Also, there's often pleats in them. Have you ever seen all the pleats? The kitchen lore is that the pleats represent all the different ways you can make eggs. So, you know, over easy, sunny side up, things like that. So anyway, and of course I think all French chefs should always have a mustache, but that's kind of stereotypical, I guess. Okay, let me go ahead and take that. And let's go ahead. And we're going to put a piece of parchment paper on a cookie tray here. And why don't I have you pour this out on this tray? Okay. 30 seconds. 30. You got it? Okay. And you're going to want this to cool in your refrigerator for about 10 minutes, break it up, and then we're going to drizzle some white chocolate on top. Now, white chocolate really isn't chocolate. There's no cocoa bean in it at all. So you want to be careful when you're microwaving it, because if you cook it much longer than about 30 seconds, it's going to look like it's melted. You stir the bottom and it's brown. It's awful. So, doing okay? Okay, excellent. I'll take that from you. Well, you can grab the spoon here. Oop, careful, we're going to just flatten this out. My kitchen's a little small up here. Sorry about that. It's only designed for one. There you go. Okay, excellent. So we just melted this for just 1 minute. I'll take a spoon here, and I have to. Sometimes it's still kind of lumpy, and it just depends on how warm that bowl gets, and if it's going to be another 15 seconds real quick. All right. Of course, like all of the other national sponsors, Chex has a website, chex.com. They have all kinds of great party mixes that you want to check out. There's everything from the original Chex party mix to a cheesy ranch, a muddy Buttles, chocolate chip Chex caramel crunch, and a cinnamon apple crunch mix. So if any of those sound tasty, check out chex.com. All right. Now I'm using parchment paper to kind of cool this down. Just like the silk pad, I'm always looking for ways to make cleanup super easy. Parchment paper is one of those things you can find in your grocery store. They're great for baking cookies on them. I'm going to do this really quick here. The bowl's getting hot. And you're just simply going to drizzle the white chocolate right across your Chex mix, just like that. I guess you could even put some dye color in here if you wanted to really kind of add some seasonal stuff. So what do you think? Pretty easy? Yes. Definitely one you might try at home, huh? Well, why don't we grab a spoon here? Let's use this one here. And if you wouldn't mind holding your cone. And let's put a little bit of this Chex cereal in for you to sample and watch the rest of the show with. So what do you guys think of Mallory? Isn't she great?